And there's our 9-map pool. One is left in Cafe Dostoevsky, picked up by Secret as they banned Villa just before.
It's entirely it. He isn't massively under a huge amount of pressure because on this map, to get to that position, you need other positions, and he's decided to swing into one, tries to find another, but it's already netted. And this is entirely the game that outsiders want to play. You are not allowed to get comfortable. A first goes their way at the bottom of white, but with a minute left.
Just wait for your moment. That's exactly what outsiders are doing. As he pushes in, I think part of the problem for Team Secret as it stands at the minute is a lack of map control. They've got themselves Cigar, they've got Keenan moving into white, one's dropped hatch, but they're not really in control of everything. They've got players on every side. Pasha finds Kendrew, 5v2. Keenan's going up white stairs, but again, they're aware of his presence. They shut him down. It's going to be Rask. This well could end flawless without a doubt. Top of red stairs, Titan goes down, but that is true of anybody inside of EUL at the minute. Milan going out of that window again. He just wants to get it. Keenan, it is always Keenan stopping those runouts. Keenan just looking to extend the lead, but it's actually going to be Sleben and Gomfe, the dream team, that double down and find themselves two, and another for Gomfe. And how about that?
But Keenan going for the creep up the white stairs, just catches the edge there of Smash, suffers a little bit, but as the thinker, they can pick themselves up and they pick up another body. There's another double. And usually when he gets one of those, they win the round. Can he go for a third? It connects, but it's traded back off, and now it's a technical nobody versus Secret. They get themselves a third round, but there's still a couple of players hiding in these tight angles, and Keenan, he's ready to go for a big one, but it's Kendrew on the top floor, sneaks past an inactive drone, pulls a massive double kill. Smash is close, but the kit sure isn't, and it's going to turn into a hefty drive. FMX and Kendrew find one apiece, but the kit still, and now probably won't find its home inside the site. It's left there, but with the only chance to just look down and hold F, you still got to take that out your foot first.
Unable to challenge onto him, and with 25 seconds left to go, they've got no option but to just try and drive straight forward. Rask gets down, but will be able to pick himself back up with the nanobots. 15 seconds left to go. Smash finds one, Smash finds two, and this could be smashed wide open as this shutdown comes in. Important trade from Keenan, and the rush comes around 2v2. It's Kendrew on a tight angle again. This is going to be 1v1, and no option but for FMX to stick this diffuser plant. But can Keenan get there in time? I think he might just beat him to the punch. He does.
Just a corner waiting with a shotgun. The pings are there, a bit of a pre-fire, and he can't quite get out of there. The second is gone. And now it's down for the rest of the Secret roster to see if they can try and step into the space left.
We knew that this was going to be the difficult site for Team Secret. Heading up to the top floor was never going to be easy. Milan manages to force Titan out of position with a nade, and that's going to find him taken down by Rask. FMX closes out the round for us. There's utility still in place. There's Keenan on the Malusi there. I really don't know where they go from here.
Well, there's a catch on a drone, and there's just a hope and a swing, but it's Kendrew popping up. It's a 4 versus 1, but it doesn't last very long, and look at Titan go! You have to give it to the Secret roster.
They're a takeaway border and take us to Clubhouse. Classic one here.
And multiple points of ingress are all being slowed by Navi, so they just go for it. Scyther screams his way down, tries to tuck him for the plant with a mission offering the cover, but he goes down and trade. Yak has that. The angle, and WTG with the drop has that Yak player, and now they can't quite get the solidity. Blur with the double, and Nath with the catch on the door leaves just one player on the far side. No time.
That's our opener, and that gives Navi the advantage, but WTG is getting the diffuser down. He's likely to stick this. Nitro comes out, and it gets the man. That was a good distance away, but it was close enough. Secretly doing some big work here, shuts it out, and Navi go 2-0. Just going to hit the prone, go on the deck and see if he can get his man, and he certainly can with the shotgun. 3v3, can he get another? It's just too easy. Keep clicking mouse wobbler and you win the round, Nath. He gets Scyther, 1v3 now, and this has turned on its head quickly. Emission just straying into sight, trying to find something, but he's in no man's land, and 1 kill will not be enough. 2 is unlikely to do the job for him. Diffuser in hand, Tantix down.
Mission to try and move into the play space here. He doesn't quite get the full angle, and the stretch and the rotation is the first he suffers with Nath, with the lockdown Exodus, with the drive towards the back of the blue door, but it's all locking up. The more direct assault has absolutely come through for the team, but the kit goes cold. 15 seconds, and suddenly a couple of kills go away from them. Exodus puts us into a 1 versus 1. The last player is pinged on the drone. Does he know as the swing comes round onto the back of Moto? The kit's still cold, Thunder's still damaged, and there he catches him. The breach on pipes.
Blur in that closet again. He's unlikely to get away with this twice, and Scyther, he's going to drop in and get that opener. Finds himself a second onto Thunder.
Throwing the impacts, there's a huge amount of damage. It's a C4 that catches one, but there's a quick bite back, a fight at the top of the brick stairs. Yak gets that cross angle, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 2 with a cold kit. Almost traded off, but now it's a 1 versus 1 out of nowhere. Andreezy finally finds the first for Pones, and Nath goes down with the Oster Shield, goes for the deploy, and the C4 doesn't quite get the catch. The smoke is on default. He knocks it out, so they can't see that he's behind it. They don't know what he's doing, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. NAVI lock off all the remaining kills. At this point, Exodus has left. He knows they have the man advantage, and well, he's able to add a little bit more to that. Nath caught out on an attempt to slip and slink their way in.
They don't really have the time nor the manpower in order to do that. Exodus has got secretly held down. He knew that he was pushing from there. Blur is not going to find his man. It's going to be a trade. Very unlikely that he closes this one.
That's it. They know exactly where he is, and they make sure he isn't there. But there's a prep grenade and a little bit of movement, and a perfect release gets the catch there. And who's going to take it? They're playing this so well. Looks away the worst possible time. Can't go get the connection. The Candelas go deep, caught out. The shotgun goes deeper, but Blur's able to get it. They've got to see if they can get the kit down blinded, but it's just a single player. The hatch is theirs. Blur is going to see if he can stick it. A mission round the backside is caught, and NAVI pushed themselves just over the edge before it got a little bit too dicey.
I think not only I, but Pones will be wanting to look back at that round to see just exactly what happened there.
Heroic will have the final say. We'll go to Clubhouse, and G2 decides to start on the attack.
They're going to go for the drop pretty much instantly. There is still some of a stretch. Uno has the ability to find it, but it's just fed into the first. Citizen battles back, and they just time it to get their first. Heroic. Are they aware Gorgona was the reason they took so much damage? Oh, Grizzly's done the last bit. Almost caught as he ran out of the smoke canister. Virtue does. The kit's still cold. The drop and the grenade rocked. Very well played there by Citizen.
He gets himself up onto the catwalk. Gorgona's going to have to get moving if he wants to be able to have any impact here. He's going to get an absolute freebie as Citizen tries to get himself up the catwalk stairs. Can he finish things off? He's got that diffuser down on the ground. He's going to cover it as long as he can, and Virtue, he's only 1 bullet away. Gorgona finds it. Operational viability of Dirt becomes limited then, because you're not going to be supporting it from the other side. Virtue starts us off on Gorgona, but Sloth, he's going big again. He's from behind that mirror, gets himself a double. Citizen's found himself inside a sight. We've got a ring around the roses. Who's going to win out on this one? It's going to be Grizzly. Alamau finds the trade, but 1v2, time running out. There's nothing he can do. It's going to be 4-0 Heroic. What is going on here?
Sloth is now going to see if he can slow the door, and there it is. The swing round, the pick up, and suddenly there's no back line to this push. However, there is Jacuzzi, and that gives them at least a secondary angle. Virtue goes next. Sloth and Grizzly, the last two, moving and manipulating the little corner of play space they have in the middle as Prano hops in. There's Grizzly getting one more. And now it's just Prano pre-fired, but caught. Grizzly pushes Heroic, and again, it is close for G2, but again...
Doki on the roam. Alamau's going to open us up with one onto Sloth, and that could be a big problem here. But Benja able to find Virtue, and that opens things up for the Monty to move in. But yet again, these kills, they just trade back and forward, but now G2 able to double down.
Doki getting the kill, the pick on his rotate back round to sight, and then Citizen going up for almost 2 more here, finds them both.
They were ready to pounce if that was the situation. Alamau, though, able to get a hell of a shot at the top of the red stairs, though. They have to get in and start getting this diffuser down here, and it is currently on the ground. Benja manages to find Doki, though. Level things up 3 versus 3. Gorgona collects diffuser. He's in a position to put this down. There is some cover in place. It's going to be for Benja, but no, Citizen on the flank manages to get both, and that is a solid defense. If he's not aware of that, he could get hit hard. Doki goes in, and it's Alamau ultimately that finds the kill. They double up on him, and they clear him out. Alamo on a second. He's going on a tear so far this game. Prano, he gets in on the action. Grizzly managing to get one, but it's probably too little too late. 56 seconds left to go. 1v4.
Tried to throw himself into the fight, got caught by 2 different angles. He actually got the first aggression against Doki, but then Alamo took the drop as well. Don't entirely have it. It's still been a little bit back and forth, but they are getting better and better at it. And there is that opener. Gorgona taken through the softer ping, and the intel gives them that early one. Sloth finds Doki, though.
Straight away, the kill gets confirmed. It's 2v2. Diffuser is going down, though. Can Grizzly stick this? Unlikely, as the cover is taken out. Benja's dead. He gets his man. He can't fight his way out. And yet again, G2 find a way. Citizen is still inside a CCTV, but Grizzly able to find a nice kill there. Alamo nearly finds himself a freebie as one just strolls across the window. Prano taking damage. It's all coming down to this. Grizzly is down. It's effectively now a 1 versus 3, and this is not going to happen for Alamo, I don't think. He's on the pistol. He knows where they're coming from, but can do nothing about it. Final kill, and that's going to be 7-5 heroic after what was a major scare from G2 for them.
I think there's a bit of relief.
8 are out, 1 is left, and we're going to be left with BDS choice of Oregon.
So depending on where it's located, you can do it as you see fit. Shaiko sending nades over the top.
Here, and you can see they've stacked the kit up just on the swing round of the washing machine on the laundry side. Alems takes users, takes care of business, and Shaiko takes a little bit more of Freezer. Neo takes care of Shaiko. He's going to see if he can retake Freezer. There's another player just on the swing round in the back of the blue lockers here. They go wide, and they're able to win it out. Breeday with the pre-fire gets that kill, puts him into a 3 versus 1. Solotov, he's got a body that's just dropped onto E-Box. He's suffering from the other side. He's trying to isolate a fight, but Renshiro was aware. BDS take the first. 2 French players were making their ingress there, and 1 French player had a decision to make, and that was to take care of there, and it's all over the board. So sudden. They strike, remove a lot.
Will not get the player as he's just holding a better angle than that. Breeder is getting the diffuser down. Users is ultimately able to find Rafal, but Renshiro's on the cover. And he's obviously using that shield feeding information, and then you want somebody who can react to it. M&M have managed to get themselves 1 back along the way. Shaiko take it over him.
Take it over, and Shaiko does. Swings his way around, gets 1 more. Breeday locks off the kill onto the clash. There's a pillar player, but not for very long.
Can't play against that.
That is that worry. That is that underline.
Not quite as aggressive or confident as they've maybe been able to do it in the last few rounds. Starting to find kills now. It's Alems and Breeder with it all to do, and M&M can pretty much hold angles here, but
Bulletproof that's giving the call an eye on everything they're doing, the swing and the jiggle, but it's a push, and it's a take, and it's almost 1 more there. Alems is driving with that LMG. Nello takes the double. Now with a pocket full of seconds, it's Nello. I mean, even our production weren't sure.
Be a catalyst for this attack.
Alems, he's crept his way all the way in, and he goes for the first at the top of the stairs, finds the second, and now he doesn't know there's a body up on the bunk, and he suffers because of it. Users hops down and gets 2. Rafal and Alems go, but they're trying to put the kit down right round the corner. Tyrant, here's that moment to strike I talked about, but he's a little bit too late because the rest of M&M have been able to strike first. That single player of users being unchecked. There's an alcohol that's about to be opened up here, but it's instantly locked, and there's the swing round. Tyrant responds, and Nello doubles it down with a grenade. Suddenly they have some space. They don't have another option. They have to make it land here, and Nello with a grenade over the top. There's almost 1 more, but it's the Malusi that gets caught out. Shaiko locked in, a 1 versus 4, and Shiro, everything to do, but M&M do it a little bit better. I'm not saying that it's entirely pinpoint accuracy. It's a little bit scrappy, but they know what they want to do next, and they're making sure that it comes together. Neo suffers on the approach, but he's able to get himself stuck in with the plant. Tyrant has the cover there onto the swing round. It's a 5 versus 1 post-plant situation behind the bunks, and Breeday lost in the smoke at least picks the header for 1, but certainly 2 more appear like a Hydra. Moving of ADSs. Does he get the strike? There it is. He watched Rafal run 1 way, caught him on the way back. Shaiko almost destroyed by a grenade from E-Box, I assume. The Twitch drone gets the read on him heading up the stairs. Is there a player aware? Yes, they are. Tyrant gets a double, and I choked like BDS is here. It's a spray and a 3rd for Tyrant over the top, and I'm excited for that quote to be in the top plays of the week. Breeday blinded, Renshiro firing through a quad for Tyrant, and finally living up to his name and his title. 8-0 Kanto since the rehost. He's got the kit, but Solotov has the ace. M&M have the win, and they finally break the barrier and get a comforting selection of points to their name.
Show me the money. It's Cafe Dostoevsky. His bank, unfortunately, is banned out. No ATMs for you today.
Bibu is waiting here. He knows it's coming, and look at that. Absolutely beautiful from Bibu as he takes down Leon, as Rogue tried to do exactly what I suggested.
There is a player around on Cigar, but they have that ability to leave somebody up there. Rise does the pressure in, Rips bites back, stops the hop over. There's Cryin getting that strike from above. Bibu's got to act now, but Cryan's able to slink away. Shinka is going to take this time to get that kit down. Post-plant situation, and just another take of either of them, I was about to say.
He's dropped himself all the way back to white, successfully manages to move around. P4 gets Rips, but is traded out, and there is the player.
And he just had that little bit of extra sharpness. He drove it home. Rise, well, he drops it. This corner player in VIP, it's an important part to get a hold of. And Cryin just swings on.
He does what he wants.
And he escapes and Rips offers some support. Deepex there. It's suddenly a 5 versus 2.
P4 just creeping along now, trying to get a view into VIP. Playing a little merry dance with the man in there, and Deepex steps out with a shotgun. Flawless round as Leon finishes us off, and Rogue, it died with him last time around, but this time he's kept himself into the round much better. But P4 manages to open things up onto Rips, and LFO are certainly doing better in this round already than they have last time. They're now the ones catching Rogue unawares. Mowgli with a kill there. Kanto trades it out, but 2 more come in. P4 and Rise getting in on the action, closed out by Shinka.
You have to know when to show your cards and when to hold them, and he's definitely holding them for now. The fight is Kanto, but Kanto's caught out by Mowgli. Mowgli's found himself right behind the bar, and he's going for the slow creeper crops. Rips, tears the head off of one. Bibu has that back line, and Deepak has a bit of revenge. They kind of knew, and do they know that that's being watched? A quick change. They can't quite get the connection. Look at the timer, though. A couple of seconds. Oh, it's B4!
Leon's got himself inside of the shop. Kanto has joined him, and Kanto is going to leave him as Mowgli finds the opening kill. Rise manages to get Leon as well. I think it was shots from Mowgli. He's aware of the rappel in, but somehow Deepak manages to do that. Nice and dynamic getting the kill there, taking some damage, but Rips shut down, and P4, he just cleans house with a 3K at the end.
There it was. P4.
Surely not again.
Gets in another confrontation. The burn of the flash just around the corner. Leon wants to keep pushing. He's going to go in close, and he takes one. Can't, and he does! It looked like he just missed the trick there, but a very quick adjustment, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 1. Trying to stick behind the hefty machinery, which gives you a lot of support. And Deepek's watching it, and there is that energy in the top right corner. They're going to go for the drop right into the smoke and win the fight outright. Drop themselves down all the way and tucked in for the plant. Covered either side. Now behind the chassis. The player in VIP can't do much, and neither can the one that just tried to scream through the door. Bibu bites back, but it's a post plant. They still have the vertical control over the site, over the hatch, and that's the important part right now, and that's what Rise is going to try and retake. Caught out, though, on the swing around Bibu. They know that they're above. There was a drone watching as well. It's a handful of seconds. Sprays for the fight towards the first. He's going to see if he can try and bait it out. No chance, no dice. Going to be able to ensure a little bit more safety on this approach. Rise caught by Deepak. That grenade is just going to catch Kanto, or catch Mowgli even from the hand of Kanto.
The chance is likely not to come. P4, Shinka inside a sight being chased around. Shinka taking damage. Bibu does manage to step out and get a kill. Shinka on the nitro as well, crying with the immediate trade onto Bibu. But as you said, he needs noise. He needs this. He's going to go in. He's going to look to find somebody in cocktail. Shots come into him from Pillar. Rise manages to find Cryin, and that's going to be a big opener. That's the shutdown. Kanto manages to get one.
Very well responded to there by LFO. A little bit of a mistimer there between the two, but it's Leon that bites back and is able to keep himself ready. 10 seconds as they go for the drop. Finally, there's a ping and some pressure. They don't quite get it out. Shinka is able to strike one, give themselves the body balance. Kanto goes down. Rips is all that's left standing, but without a kit and without anything else towards the site. It's an LFO round, and it's an OT.
This is going to be very soon a potential plant attempt.
Well, there's the difference here. P4, he's on a new position. Rise is trying to, but deay has the cover. Rise on the back stairs, can't win it out. Rips, gets one more. Leon's going to see if he can try and stick it in. Crying is keeping pace with the huge kill work done before. Bibu is dropped. deay ends the flawless here. A huge performance from the new boy from the Benelux, who's been biting at C1 for the longest time.
Heroic at the top with 9 points. They promised, they said they want to be #1, and now they hold on to it for just a bit more. Rogue at 7 points. Same goes for LFO, NAVI, and Team Secret. 6 points for Outsiders, 6 points for G2, 6 for BDS, 3 for M&M, and 2 for Pones.